Hi everybody, Jimmy Cannon here, singer and voice coach. I had a session today, and one of the things I do at the end of the session is to ask for feedback. One of the questions that I ask is if there's anything from the session that you could take away, what would that be? And one of the ladies in the group said, well, actually, I didn't think before about my voice as an instrument. I never thought about my voice being an instrument. And that's really interesting that she said that, because it made me think about how we relate, or how I relate performing music and the interpretation of music and the expression of music to business. And I would really like your ideas on this, and if I can spark a conversation, that would be fantastic. It's something that I'm really interested in, and interested in exploring even more deeply. So I had a few ideas that I've just jotted down here. Really, this isn't particularly planned, this video. We, as musicians, we interpret the score. We interpret the conductor's intentions. So that might be linked to interpreting what the brand is, interpreting what the CEO's concept is, what the whole ethos of the company is, interpreting that for your clients, interpreting that how you deliver your product, how you shape the image, literally and communicatively, of the business. The second one is expressing the music either as a group or as an individual. So as an individual, you've got more freedom as a soloist. In music, there's a section in the music sometimes for a soloist called a cadenza, and that's an improvised section at the beginning or the end of a classical piece, and that's a way that the soloist can express themselves with less limitations within the music. So it's and obviously, for instance, in jazz, there's a much more expressiveness in jazz than other certain styles of music. So in a group, you've got to express the intention of the music together. It's got to be one sound, and that needs to be talked about. That needs to be experimented with. It needs to be practiced. Needs to be rehearsed, and it needs to be explored. Third idea I thought about is communicative style and genre through language and sound. So the style and genre, the roots of a music is really important to have as a musician, to know where the style comes from. So for me, as predominantly a jazz singer, I've listened to I would like to think that I'm very aware of the history of jazz, and I'm aware of the lineage, if you like, of that style of music, and I think that links quite directly to the ethos. What is your company? What do you stand for? What is your authenticity? What are your roots? Where do you come from? Where's your grounding? Where's your foundation to the business? I want to change. That's really pretentious. I want to have an effect on people. I want to affect the way they're thinking. I want to affect their emotion. I want to change something about how they might leave the auditorium or the stage or the gig, or I want to make an impression. I want to make a difference. It's not just playing the music in front of me. It's playing the soul of the music, and it's playing the roots and the genre of the music, and it's expressing it in my own way. And I want to, I think as a business, we want to be, as a business, you and the business needs to have that philosophy. I think the business needs to change people's minds, improve things for the greater good is what I think. And I think music does that in all sorts of forms and from many directions. And I think that's what most businesses and most entrepreneurs want to achieve. We express a variety of emotions when we're performing, depending on what the business is. But you, as a business owner or entrepreneur, as part of a team, you want to engage with people, and the way to do that is to engage through their emotions, and to find what really gets them ticking and what really turns them on. you know, in a business sense, that is. And really just the fact that the voice is a very, very powerful instrument. You can use the voice. You can use your voice as a communicator to deliver your message with the right emotion and authenticity.